Did you know the NBA's first televised game in 1953 drew fewer viewers than a local wrestling match? Or that in the 1970s, some teams were so broke they flew commercial, sitting amongst passengers? Fast forward to today, and the NBA is a $10 billion global empire, with players like LeBron James and Stephen Curry adored from Shanghai to Sao Paulo. But how did a league born in smoky gyms and street courts explode into an international phenomenon? From fierce rivalries to game-changing moments, the NBA's rise is a slam dunk of drama, grit, and untold stories. So, let's dive in. Did you know that basketball was invented because students were bored during the winter? In 1891, a Canadian teacher named Dr. James Naismith was working at a high school in Springfield, Massachusetts. His students needed something fun to do indoors when it was too cold to play outside. So, Dr. Naismith came up with a new game to keep them active and happy. He took 2 peach baskets and nailed them to the balcony at each end of the gym, about 10 feet high. These baskets were the first basketball hoops. The players used a soccer ball because basketballs hadn't been invented yet. The game was simple. Throw the ball into the other team's basket to score points. But there was a twist. Every time someone scored, the game had to stop so the janitor could use a ladder to take the ball out of the basket. Imagine how funny and slow that must have been. Dr. Naismith also made up 13 basic rules for the game. One important rule was that players couldn't run while holding the ball. They had to pass it to their teammates. This rule was to keep the game safe and prevent rough play. The first game ever played ended up with a score of 1-0. Can you believe that? I mean, today teams often score over 100 points in a single game. The new game called basketball became popular very quickly. Students loved it, and they taught it to their friends and family. Soon, schools and colleges all over the United States were playing basketball. Even local communities started forming teams. In just a few years, basketball spread to other countries, and people everywhere began to enjoy this exciting new sport. By the 1930s and 1940s, people wanted to watch professional basketball games. So, 2 main leagues were formed, the National Basketball League, NBL, and the Basketball Association of America, BAA. The NBL started in 1937 and had teams from small towns near the Great Lakes. The BAA began in 1946, with teams in big cities like New York and Boston. Both leagues wanted to be the best, so they competed to sign the best players and attract the most fans. In 1949, the NBL and BAA decided to join together to make one stronger league. On August 3, 1949, they met in New York's Empire State Building and created the National Basketball Association, or as we know today, the NBA. The new league had 17 teams from both small towns and big cities. At first, the NBA had a few problems. First off, not many people came to watch the games, and some teams lost money. In fact, some teams only played for 1 season before they had to stop. By the 1954-55 season, only 8 teams were left in the league. So, to make the games more exciting, the NBA made some changes. They added a 24-second shot clock to speed up the game and make it more fun to watch. At that time, one of the first big stars was George Mikan, a tall player who was 6 feet and 10 inches tall. He was so good at scoring near the basket that teams had a hard time stopping him. In fact, he was so dominant that the NBA had to change some rules because of him, like widening the area near the basket, called the paint, to make it harder for tall players to stay close to the hoop. In the early 1950s, the NBA also began to include African American players. Earl Lloyd was the first black player to ever play in an NBA game. Chuck Cooper was the first black player to ever be drafted by an NBA team, and Nat Sweetwater Clifton was the first to sign an NBA contract. These players helped basketball become more popular with more people. Then, in the 1980s, the NBA was transformed by the exciting rivalry between 2 amazing players, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Magic played for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Larry played for the Boston Celtics. Their competition began in college and continued on into the NBA, where they faced each other in 3 NBA finals. These games were thrilling and made basketball more popular than ever before. Before Magic and Larry's rivalry, not many people watched NBA games on TV, but when these 2 stars played against each other, fans couldn't wait to watch. Their games were so exciting that more and more people started tuning in, and the NBA's TV ratings went up. This helped the league grow and become far more popular. In the late 1980s and 1990s, we meet Michael Jordan, who became a basketball superstar. Playing for the Chicago Bulls, he led his team to 6 NBA championships, dazzling fans with his incredible skill and competitive spirit. Jordan's talent and charisma made him a household name, and he became a global ambassador for basketball. One of the most exciting times in Jordan's career was when he joined the Dream Team for the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. This team was made up of the best NBA players, including Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, and they dominated the competition, winning the gold medal with ease. Their success brought international attention to basketball, inspiring kids around the world to pick up a basketball and dream big. Jordan's partnership with Nike also had a huge impact. Together, they created the Air Jordan sneakers, which became incredibly popular and changed the way people thought about athletic shoes. These sneakers weren't just for playing sports, they became a fashion statement, and people everywhere wanted to wear them. As Jordan's fame grew, so did the NBA's popularity. Games were being broadcast worldwide, and more people than ever were tuning in to watch. The excitement of seeing Jordan's high-flying dunks and game-winning shots made basketball a global phenomenon. In the 2000s and 2010s, the NBA saw new stars like Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and LeBron James leading the league. Kobe, known for his incredible work ethic, won 5 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers. Shaq, with his powerful presence, was a dominant force, winning 4 championships, 3 of which were with Kobe. LeBron James, celebrated for his versatility and leadership, has won multiple championships and continues to inspire fans worldwide. During this time, international players like Dirk Nowitzki from Germany, Yao Ming from China, and Giannis Antetokounmpo from Greece made the NBA a truly global league. Dirk, a 7-foot forward, was known for his unique shooting style and led the Dallas Mavericks to an NBA championship. Yao Ming, standing at 7'6", became a global ambassador for basketball, helping to expand the NBA's reach into Asia. Giannis, often called the Greek Freak, is known for his incredible athleticism and has won multiple MVP awards. The NBA has also embraced social media and digital platforms, making it one of the most accessible and engaging sports leagues today. The NBA's Instagram account generates more than 13 billion views, and the new NBA app has generated more than 1 billion video views. Today, NBA has become a global sensation, reaching fans all over the world. In countries like China, Africa, and Europe, basketball has grown immensely. The NBA has organized special games in cities like London, Paris, Tokyo, and Mexico City, bringing the excitement of live basketball to fans who might not have had the chance to see it otherwise. As the NBA continues to expand, one question remains. What will the future of basketball look like as the league embraces new technologies, global growth, and even more diverse talent? If you enjoyed this journey through the NBA's incredible story, don't forget to like and subscribe to Mr. History for more untold and exciting histories. Until next time.